Hey Hardin County, it's Michelle Labus here, and I went to the Hardin County Fair board meeting. Look how fancy. They spare no expense on their copiers. We have lots of color and lots of pages. This actually is a pretty thin one. I've seen some of these reports just be massive, and so anyways, it is cute. I do like it. Wanted to give you a quick update on this is the first fair board meeting I've been to. It kind of got off my schedule and I couldn't get it coordinated, so glad to be back. I'm going to the regional planning meeting here just in a few minutes, and so I'll be back on that schedule. So we'll be hopefully seeing a lot more videos about what's going on. But I wanted to touch base with you guys because there's definitely some interesting information in here. I gotta hand it to Jake McFadden. He is the new council president, and I don't know if he's the one behind they got a new accounting system. I mean, he probably didn't do that, but I mean, they got a new accounting system there at the fair. It looks really nice. They're working out the bugs in it, but definitely think that it's readable. It looks nice for them, but very nice agenda. I do appreciate that. I know he's made some charts in the past that I really enjoyed. I'm a data girl. I like to see the data, so kudos to him on that. So the last meeting, this would have been February 5th, they announced in the development committee, so they will be meeting the third Wednesday of each month at 7 p.m. at the fair office. Now, I do need to put a call into him to ask about, somebody had said something about a working meeting, so I don't know if they're going to have a meeting and then a working meeting the next month and vice versa. They're still public. I just don't know what that means. But if you want to, so this is for the development committee where they're going to be talking about the building. So third Wednesdays. They fixed the community building generator, some forklift repairs. They got rid of the old stage. So those are kind of things from the previous meeting. So let's see, for this next meeting, or the current one, March 5th, they talked about the Freedom Festival. Now, there's only Mike and Matt are the only ones who are on that board, so they've lost some people. So if you're interested in helping on the Freedom 4th of July fireworks committee, I'm sure that you could contact them and help out. I think they need some more people. So let's see, they're going to make some changes to the fair board, junior fair board applications. Instead of people getting appointed and then just put on, they're actually going to go through an interview process. Well, that's kind of interesting. Maybe you weed out some people who just do nothing. You know, you actually have to go to the interview to do that. Another interesting thing is, I'm not sure what's going on with Colt Buckenroth, because I know he's in a lot of things. I mean, he's on works at the school, he's on the fair board, he's out there at the airport board, and whoever else knows, but that he had a resignation letter, but he returned that and kind of having a new contract. I do hear that he may be moving, so I don't know, but I just thought that was kind of interesting. They talked about the reverse raffle. So the reverse raffle, let's see, they made like $72,000 this year's profit and $65,000 last year. And so I think they want to break off into their own 501c3 so that they can do more fundraising and kind of have a little bit more. And I wonder if this is, so you remember at the annual meeting, they wanted to allow alcohol at some of these events, and it got voted down because it is the fairgrounds. And so if they go out on their own 501c3, maybe they can do that, the alcohol sales, and do what they need to do. So kudos for them for, you try one way, and if it doesn't work, try another way. So I'm just curious if that is what that was about. They're waiting on a water fountain grant to help fix their water fountains, I guess. We'll see. The consignment sale is coming up. Scott Barrett was suggested for the inspirational speaker. let's see, what else? Oh, there is, oh, so anybody, the poultry show was huge last year. It just keeps growing and growing, but with the bird flu, the bird flu, I think is Lima already canceled theirs. Hardin County, kudos to you. You guys are saying, nope, we're going to hold the poultry show unless we are told we can't do it. And if we are told we can't do it, we're going to find a way to do it anyways. So was very glad to hear that the show will go on. No matter the bird flu. So another interesting thing I thought was the Fair Foundation report. So they have this Fair Foundation. They said they haven't had a meeting since 2018 and that they're hoping to have a meeting. It is, I'll show you this. If you can, I don't know if you can go in there, but it's a board meeting, a board of, it has some money. It has $205,000. So they made $37,000 last year, but they don't meet. I don't know, kind of an interesting, they want to meet, so hopefully they'll get that together. They talked about the consignment sale. They had a lot of rentals for their buildings. Interesting, Barb Wingfield is bringing a caboose somewhere for the 250th anniversary. So I'm not sure where that's going or what that's about, but you know, it's just nice to hear that things are kind of moving forward. So here's the interesting that I want to tell you. I'm going to make you wait all these 7 minutes to get to the interesting part. So they did talk about the building, right? Because that was the big excitement. Okay, so if you remember, John Cross got the fair, $500,000. They got $500,000 from the commissioners and ARPA money, and then another $1 million allotted this year just from the general fund. Blows my mind, but that is what it is, people. And at the end of the day, we should be involved and make sure that we get the most out of that $1.5 million that we can, that's going to serve our people, right? So they're already going to be buying hog pens and bleachers and equipment and all this stuff. But the last meeting that I saw from the commissioners was that, you know, the midways, you have the midways here, and then, you know, all the rides, and they were going to put one giant building right in the middle, kind of up on that hill by the ice cream merchant building with offices down here. That was the last I had heard at the commissioner's office. It sounds like they are going back to the drawing board and they're going to look at 2 different sites. It says the committee is now looking into a new location for the building project and size of the building. A cost for each location with buildings will be brought to the next meeting on February 19th. Did not see that one. It was also stated the development committee will meet on the 3rd Wednesdays of each month. So I don't know if they're going to be like maybe tearing down some of the barns that are already existing and putting the big barn there. But listen, we got to keep an eye out that they're not going to tear down the old arena, right? That's a priceless gem. And so we need to be keeping an eye on that. So they can put this building wherever they want. We just need to preserve that. No more historical things being lost in Hardin County. So I wanted to just update you on that, a little bit about what they're doing. And we'll go from there. We got more meetings, more reports. I hope it's not too dark and you can still see me. I know you can still hear me, but other than that, we'll see you later, Hardin County.